All right, let's just jump right in. Job hunting these days, it can feel like you're just shouting into a black hole, right? But what if you had a co-pilot, someone to make sure you're actually being heard? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down here, how you can use AI to completely change the game and finally land the job you really want.
And this quote, man, it hits the nail on the head. This is the heart of the problem for so many people. If you're just blasting out the same resume everywhere, you're not really talking to anyone. Trust me, recruiters can spot that copy-paste job from a mile away, and all it says to them is, this person didn't bother to connect their skills to what we actually need.
So you send out one application, then another, and all you get back is crickets. It is just so exhausting. And you start spiraling, right? You're wondering, is it me? Is my resume just terrible? The absolute worst part is not knowing why. Is it the market, the competition, or is it just how you're presenting yourself? Well, 9 times out of 10, guess what? It's the presentation.
Okay, so let's actually give this problem a name. We're going to call it the presentation gap. Think about it. Your skills are real. You've got the experience, but somehow something gets lost in translation. Between what's in your head and what ends up on that piece of paper a recruiter glances at for, maybe 30 seconds? That gap, that's where amazing opportunities just vanish.
So the big question is, how do we close that gap? Well, this is where AI steps in. It's not about replacing you. It's about being your co-pilot, helping you show off what you can really do with some serious precision and impact.
And it all starts with the basics, right? Your resume and your cover letter. This is your first impression, and let's be real. Nowadays, they usually have to get past some robot screener before a real human being even lays eyes on them.
Okay, look at this. This slide shows the transformation perfectly. Most people's resumes just describe, their presence. They say stuff like, responsible for managing a team. It's so passive. But look at the after. Grew team from 3 to 10, increased output by 25%. Bam! That's impact. That's an accomplishment. And this is exactly what AI is incredible at, helping you reframe your experience from just, I was there, to here's the difference I actually made.
And that's the magic of the number sign right there. It's all about specificity. Numbers add so much credibility. They turn some vague claim into a solid, memorable story. And the best part? AI can help you dig through your own experience to find these hidden metrics.
Now, the cover letter. So many people think it's just a formality, but no way. It's your shot to tell a story that your resume just can't. The key is to keep it simple and powerful. Just 3 paragraphs. First one, why this company? Have your AI co-pilot help you find a specific detail from a recent press release or something. Shows you're paying attention. Second paragraph, your value. Give them one concrete killer example. And third, the close. Be confident. That's it. It's proof you've actually done your homework.
All right, so all that hard work paid off. You landed the interview. Awesome. But this is where it gets real, right? This is where all that prep work has to shine. And for a lot of us, this is also where the nerves kick in and everything can just fall apart.
But you have to remember this, okay? You got the interview because you are qualified. They already think you can do the job. So the challenge isn't your ability. It's about organizing all your amazing experience so you can talk about it confidently when you're under pressure. You know what the antidote to that anxiety is? It's rehearsal, plain and simple. And then it happens. They hit you with a question like this one. Tell me about a time, the classic behavioral question. It's designed to see how you think on your feet, and man, it can totally trip you up if you haven't prepared a specific story. A generic answer here, it's just not gonna fly. So what's the answer? It's a framework. The STAR method is gonna be your new best friend, I promise. Situation, task, action, result. It forces you to tell a tight, compelling story with a clear beginning, middle, and end. And here's the cool part. You can literally feed your experiences into an AI and ask it to structure them using STAR. That way, you'll have a whole library of awesome stories ready to go. Okay, let's fast forward to the final stage. The interview's over, but you are not done yet. Not by a long shot. What you do next can literally be the difference between a good offer and a great one, or, no offer at all. So here's your game plan. Within 24 hours, seriously, don't wait, send a thank you email and make sure it mentions something specific you talked about. Then, before you even think about an offer call, use your AI co-pilot or some salary websites to research what the market is actually paying for this role. This is so important because it moves your negotiation away from what you feel and anchors it in cold, hard facts.
And when it's time to talk numbers, you gotta follow these rules. Rule 1. If you can avoid it, do not be the first one to name a number. Let them show their hand first. Rule 2. When you do talk numbers, give a well-researched range, not just a single figure. And Rule 3, and this is the big one, always anchor your value to the market and what you bring to the table, not your personal bills or what you need to live on.
So let's just pull this all together for a second. We're talking about a tailored resume, a super specific cover letter, practiced interview stories, and a negotiation that's backed by data. I mean, each of these things on its own is helpful, for sure. But when you put them all together, they don't just give you a little edge. They make you a fundamentally different kind of candidate, a stronger, way more confident, and just a much more compelling candidate from the very beginning to the very end.
So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. You already have the skills. You've done the work. The real job now is just getting better at presenting those skills. That presentation gap we talked about, it's a real thing. But the good news is, with the right tools and a smart approach, it's a gap you can absolutely 100% close.